Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lindsay and you're in my bathroom. So today I am going to wash my makeup brushes. I'm going to show you how I wash my makeup brushes, what products I use, and I'll let you know the do's and don'ts of washing your makeup brushes. So please like and subscribe. Well, let's get to it. I hate washing my makeup brushes, but it's something I have to do, what we all should do. Because what this does, washing your makeup brushes, is make your makeup applies so much better. And it gets all the nasty bacteria and old makeup out of your brushes. I do have a large amount of makeup brushes due to things like BoxyCharm I used to get, and I do love buying makeup brushes, and makeup brushes just keep getting better and better, so I'll always get new ones. Sorry, my dog's walking into the bathroom. But I do have a lot, so I usually kind of rotate. So I'll have multiple concealer brushes I like to use, multiple different brushes I like to use. So while these are like drying, I do have other brushes that I can use in the meantime. So I kind of just circulate. Now there are some brushes that I absolutely love and there's only one like it. And so I kind of just hope that one is dry and ready for the next day. But let's get to it. So the first thing I always do is when I'm actually using my makeup brushes and I'm like, this is dirty, I can't really use this anymore, I have this little basket from the dollar store that I just throw my brushes in, and I know these are my dirty brushes. So I have a lot. Don't worry, I'm not going to film it all. But so first of all, I always just have my brushes ready. Once I get it up to this basket, I know it's time to wash. Then I have these little scrub pad. It has little sections on it. I put it in my sink. This is great. You can also just use your hands, but I think I got this from like TJ Maxx or whatever a long time ago. But I'm just going to suction that into my sink bin. Just get that in there. And I never fill up my sink. I just keep the water running. I don't try to use as little water as I can. But I'll have that in there, and I never fill up my sink with water and wash my brushes like that. My next thing I use is soap. So this is just a Neutrogena soap. It's a clear soap, fragrance free. I know there's some other soaps like Pears or something like that, but it's just one of those clear soaps. I can't get it out because it's really stuck in there. Soaps. And I make sure no fragrance, no nothing. But this one's from Neutrogena. I think I get them like usually 2 in a pack, and it's $6. I think the last time I bought it was at Target, and this will last me a while. And I keep it in this little soap container so I don't get it all messy. It just keeps it cleaner. And then I have a towel, but also this is really cool, and I know y'all are usually tired of me talking about Katie Jane Hughes, but you know, get over it. I love her. This is from her Spectrum collection. It has little hooks on it, and you put your brushes in here to hang them upside down like this to dry. Best thing. I used to just use a bunch of different like cheap little plastic hair ties, and I would just tie it on like my bar in my bathroom. But here's just a quick little demo. With scrunchies, whatever I had, I just looped it through where like it kind of holds it, and I would just shove my brushes in there and drip dry like that. But since I got this towel, I don't have to do this anymore. You can also probably make this with just a towel, hooks, if you're good at sewing, and some elastic, and just make sure it has like, see, she has bigger ones up here for your face brushes. Little ones down here for your eye brushes, and then the little netting down here, I guess is for like for sponges or your what's it called, powder puffs. So I just have that out, and it's just easier for me. I will always have like another towel or something nearby, preferably not white. I'll just get out one of my makeup eraser towels, clean of course. So first I'm going to turn on my water, and I don't want it super duper hot, I don't want it super cold, I like it right in a medium. And I kind of just adjust it to how I want it, and I don't want too much water coming out at once because I'm trying to waste as little bit of water as I can. So first we'll start is concealer brushes. This is usually packed with a good amount of product just from pressing the product into your skin. And then another one that usually is pretty built up with product is a foundation brush. What's one good, yeah, this one. This one usually gives me trouble sometimes with cleaning, just to make sure I clean it really good, because I use it for so long. Bad me, you know, I should be washing brushes, but it's time consuming and I'm busy. That's why I have multiple other brushes that I can rotate. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the brush wet. And when I get it wet, after it's wet, I always try to angle it. No, I don't go like this, because then the water's going to go down into the ferrule, break apart the glue, and just start messing with your brush. It can also grow like mold, bacteria in there, and the glue will start to break down, the brush will fall apart. So I just get it wet. I dip it into some of my soap, get it all nice and sudsy, and I'll just rub it on the mat that's in my sink. And it gets it all sudsy, and you'll see the makeup just kind of running down into the drain. And I'll just kind of do this until it's pretty much clean. I run it under the water. Looks like I still have a little bit of product still left in there. I'll rub it back into the soap. And then I'll do it again. I'll just rub it on that pad until it's nice and clean. Sorry, I'm not on my regular setup. I'm in my bathroom. I'm using the front camera, not the back camera. So now I'm gonna rinse. Nice and clean. So I'm just gonna kind of push that out. Then I'm gonna grab this towel. I'm gonna try to get most of my water out of that brush too, before I even dry it, because it's still a little wet. You don't want to use it. So I'll just push it into my little towel drying thing. And once I'm done cleaning these brushes, I'll just hang this up on my towel rack. This is the one that usually gets me in trouble, just because it is so compact and I use it for so long, which I know I shouldn't. So I'm just getting the brush wet, getting into the soap. Now this one, I have to do like a little trick. So I just kind of get it all sudsy, and then I work it back into the pad. And it's not, the suds aren't really, you know, they're a little dirty, but I know it still has, you know, ouch, getting hot. Still has some product in there, and it's just having a hard time coming out. It's a foundation. Usually foundations are meant to last. So what I do is, after I do the first light clean, I go into the soap, I just rub it in there really good, and I'll place it on the side of my sink and come back to that later. So now I'm going to go to my favorite foundation brush. This one's not going to be too messy because this is the one I kind of switched to, but I was like, might as well, I'm already washing brushes. Might as well get this one washed too. This one cleans really easy. I did post a couple posts ago about my favorite makeup brushes. This was one of them, of course. See, this one came out super clean, really fast, because I haven't used it so long. Just gonna double check. Since I had a little breakout on my chin, thanks to, you know, that time, I want to make sure my brushes are clean so I'm not pushing that bacteria anywhere. I'm gonna rub it on this towel, get the excess off, and then I'm gonna put it in my little thing. So now the other thing with the products that have like color on it, like I've been using this one with a red blush. So I'm gonna get that wet and then rub it again. Sometimes these also need to sit for a bit due to the pigment. And sometimes some of my brushes will never be completely back to its natural, like white or whatever color it is, because it's just stained from makeup. You know, the different pigments they use in makeup sometimes never comes out of the brushes. And it's fine, as long as it's clean and nothing after you like go in with the soap and you kind of like squeeze it out and you don't see any of the color running out of your brush and the water's running clear, it's clean. This one actually came really clean, so just gonna kind of get that on there. But yeah, cleaning your brushes is super easy. It's just time consuming. I sometimes will throw on a YouTube video and watch as I do it, or if I have a show on my phone, unfortunately I can't see the TV from my bedroom in my bathroom. But yeah, and I kind of do it, it's like when this thing gets full, it's time to wash. Like I even had one of my little hand palettes in here that needs to be washed. I will wash these too, but I'll use like hand soap for this because it's easier than bar soap. But yeah, my biggest thing is wash them consistently as much as you can. I always have backup, but I'm fortunate enough that I've collected brushes over the years that I have enough brushes as backup. You can also get the sprays from Sephora that kind of cleans your brushes as you go, or other brush solution that could be faster. This is the cheapest way for me, because yes, the brush solution cleaners are great, but they kind of add up, and this is just as good and it's cheap. So I have the Senna brush cleaner, and I have that, so if I'm going to do someone's makeup, I bring that with me because I can't really go in the bathroom and use, you know, soap and water, because that dries really fast, so I can use the brush right away. That's something that I'm like, I need to hurry up and clean my brushes in between makeup, you know, applications, and that dries really fast, so I can use those brushes pretty quickly. This way, it has to dry overnight. Not too bad, unless they're more compact like these, which I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this one. They're the little compact ones take a little longer to dry because of course the air can't get in between all the bristles. A little hot that fast, so, which is fine. My fluffier ones are usually done, you know, by the morning. And I always touch my brushes and run them on my side of my hand here. Sorry, I was swatching. Side of my hand here to make sure they're dry. So I don't want to dip that into a palette. But yeah, this brush is now all clean. I mean, it still has it's got a tint to it now due to how long I've had it, but it is completely clean. So it just has a tiny tint, not too much. But that's just from staining. But yeah, so cleaning your brushes. Oh, and never ever store your brushes when they're wet upside down due to the glue in the brush and due to the water can get really stuck in there and grow bacteria. So it's best to, when your brushes are really wet, keep them pointed straight down or laid on the side. But I almost never, when they're on the side, I've already gotten most of the water out, especially with a towel, and then I feel more comfortable laying on the side. But if they're sopping wet, I really even try not to lay them on their side. Just due to the fact is brushes are expensive, and I try to, you know, keep my brushes as long as I can. My husband bought me these set of MAC brushes, and I still have them. I still love them, and I use them pretty often. I just have a massive amount of brushes. So Walt, if you're watching, yes, I still use them all the time. He watches my videos every time. But just cleaning, bar soap's always great, fragrance free. Always store them facing, like, dry, facing down. But yeah, I think that's about it. Just wash and just take care of your brushes, no matter what's the price point. Because if you take care of even cheap brushes, they'll last. So if you have any questions or anything, or asking about anything with my brushes or anything else, or if you have an idea of a video you would like me to do, please leave it in the comments below. And sorry for the little different of videos, but you know, I'm just trying to get this information out there. I've had a couple people ask me to do this video. But if you have any questions, concerns, or any ideas of anything else you would like me to do, please leave it in a comment below. I hope you have a beautiful day. I'm going to go back washing these brushes. Hurry up and get it finished so I can go do laundry. Okay, have a great day. Bye.